Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. Now today I'll be sharing a quick and easy recipe for a orange cake. So without further hesitation, let's jump straight into the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and start off by beating my butter and my sugar together. Now I'm going to use a spatula to kind of incorporate the butter and the sugar in a bit. Then I'm going to add some vegetable oil, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my hand mixer to beat this until it's nice and fluffy. So in the meantime, while beating, you want to make sure that you scrape down the sides of the bowl and the bottom to make sure that everything is nicely incorporated and everything gets to be beaten evenly. And I will leave a full measurement written in the description box so you could go ahead and check it out. Now that everything is nice and fluffy, I'm going to go ahead and add 2 eggs, and I'm going to beat these in one at a time. We don't want to overbeat the eggs. You just want to make sure that it's fully incorporated. Then we add our next egg, and once both of them are fully incorporated, we're just going to stop beating right there. Now that everything is nice and incorporated, I'm just going to go ahead and zest my orange. Now, you want to make sure that you zest the orange before you squeeze. So I'm just going to go ahead and zest 2 oranges, and then I'm going to go ahead and extract the juice from those 2 oranges. Now we're making orange cake, and most of the orange flavor is in the zest, so you want to make sure that you use the orange zest, or if you don't want, you could use orange flavoring, but that doesn't give that good orangey taste. You want to get the orangey flavor from the orange zest. I'm just going to go ahead and beat that in. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the juice from the 2 oranges, which ended up to be about a 1/4 cup. And as I mentioned before, I will leave a full written measurement down in the description box. And then here I'm going to go in with some milk, and I'm just going to mix this in small amount until everything is fully incorporated. Now I'm just going to go ahead and add some vanilla sugar, but if you don't have vanilla sugar, vanilla flavoring is okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and sift in some all-purpose flour. I'm going to sift this into 2 batches, so I don't want any lumps, so your cake will be nice, fluffy and soft and no lumps. And to this I'm going to go ahead and sift in my baking powder and some salt. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in, and then I'm going to start to mix in the second batch of flour. Now we want to mix until just combine. We don't want to over mix this, because if we over mix, the gluten in the flour will develop and we will end up with a dense cake versus a light and fluffy cake. So once all the flour is not visible, you just want to stop right there. You don't want to mix anymore. Now I'm just going to go ahead and grease my bunting. Of course, you don't have to use a bunting. Any baking pan you have will work. So I'm just going to go ahead, grease, and I'm going to pour the batter in, level it off, and I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven of 350 degrees for about 40 to 45 minutes or 40 to 50 minutes depending on the heat of your oven. And you want to know, the best way to know if your cake is done, you want to check it with a skewer or a toothpick, and if it comes out clean, then your cake is ready. So I'm just going to level this off, clean up the edges a bit, and into the oven. Now after about 45 minutes, this is what my cake is looking like. And I'm just going to go ahead and set this off to cool, and I'm going to make some orange glaze for the top. So to my powdered sugar here, I have 1 cup of powdered sugar. I'm just going to go ahead and zest in the orange, and then I'm going to squeeze the juice from that orange into it. Now this will take maybe about 2 tablespoons. You want to squeeze in small amount depending on the texture of the glaze you want. If you want the glaze to be on the thicker side, you add less. If you want it on the thinner side, you add more. So you add your orange juice in sections. So I'm just going to start off with half the orange, and then depending on the texture that I have, I will add more or I might not. But in this case, I did add some more orange juice. And if you like, you could add a pinch of salt to balance out the sweetness, but that part is optional. And I'm just going to mix until this is nice and smooth and I get the desired consistency I want. Now I'm just going to turn out the cake and I'm just going to glaze it. And guys, if you have reached this far and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription button, turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of my future uploads, and also share this video with a friend that you think might love this recipe, and give me a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this recipe. Now for the glaze, it doesn't have to be fancy. You just want to make sure that you get the drizzle on, that frosting on. You could add as much or as little as you like. Allow it to cool, which I didn't do. So guys, yes, you want to allow it to cool down a bit before you cut into it. But mine was still pretty warm because, yeah, I couldn't wait. Now I'm going to cut into it and show you what we are working with. This was so soft, melt in your mouth, moist, tender, all of the above. Try this recipe, guys, and you will love it. And if you try this recipe, you could tag me on Instagram at Toya's Kitchen and let me see your creation. This cake was super tender. Perfect for a birthday, any day of the week rather. You could just bake this cake and have it. The kids will absolutely love this cake. Mine certainly did. That's it, my beautiful people. I thank you so much for watching. Until then, I'll see you in my next one. Have a good day and bye for now.